Season 10. We are looking at secrets of song production, secrets of song direction, secrets of song production in a studio. Number one, I'll look at sound wave control. I'll try to be very fast so as not to take too much of time. Sound wave control has to do with distance between your mouth and the mic. If I'm singing a song and I'm going to a very high pitch, the distance between my mouth and the mic matters. In the studio, these are also called sound wave pattern. If I am singing and this is my mic, and I say, Lord, you are God. You see what I've just done? Now I'm coming back down. Lord, you are God. Because at the high pitch, the waves are wider. The waves are wider as recorded in the system. And so it is important that you move your mouth slightly away from the mic. And at a low pitch, as you come back down in the song, intensity going down, the pitch going down, the mic can be brought back slowly towards your mouth. Even in the normal production, normal scoring of a song, you can hear the difference between a high octave and a low one. And consider the fact that the distance remains the same. The waves of the high octave will be far larger, and there will be a kind of bridge in the sound system. Okay. Number two, I'm looking at voice intensity. Voice intensity. Now, if you have a thick voice, if you have a light voice, if you have a normal voice, this still applies to you. Lord, you have been so good. You are so good to me. What do you observe? My voice intensity changes. In the you are, in the Lord you are, it will be highlighted on the screen. Voice intensity can also be called sound intensity. How intense your voice is very literal. How deep or light your voice is in a given part of a song. Release your power and let your presence fall. These are two different octaves. The first one giving me a lighter voice and sound intensity, and the next one gave me a deeper voice and sound intensity. Now the same thing applies for voice intensity. At a point where you find that the voice intensity is quite thick and quite wide, you still have to draw it out a little from your mouth. That is the mic, I mean. Or if it is a fixed mic, you still have to release yourself just a little bit away from it. That would help in easier editing, because the voice waves will come out in a regular pattern. When the voice intensity is so thick, the waves still expand. If it's light, it still tries to contract. And so when you are able to manage it, even on stage, your output quality will be far higher than someone who doesn't know those little tricks. So these are little secrets in song direction. Number three, I'll look at song direction itself. You don't just compose a song and take it to the studio for production. You don't just compose a song and wake up and sing it for the world to hear. How do you want this song to be sung? Firstly, the choir sings, or firstly you sing. After the part you sing, would there be a modulation? After the modulation, would there be a switch? After the switch, would there be a swap? What key do you want to sing the song on? How high do you intend that this song should go? How would the soloing be like? Will it be speech soloing? Will it be vocal soloing? Will it be just a singing soloing? Would there be no solo at all? These are called song direction pattern. So on production of a song, what happens? You table this out. Write out the song. Write out how you want it to be sung and arranged. And then what next? You find out that you're ready for production. Without these, you would just be going to produce a song without direction. A song without direction may not be as pleasing as one in which you spend time directing it. The last thing I'll look at is part arrangement in a given song. If I have 20 trebles singing my song and just one tenor, you find that the entire sound output would be like, that's what you would hear majorly. If I have 20 tenors singing my song and maybe 3 treble, it will be kind of, okay? Do you understand? Now, the number of people singing a given part in a given song affects the output of that song. Now, my example may say 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2, but there is a little secret to this. Now, if your song is going quite high, you find that your treble will be stressed. Now, if you have 3 tenor and 2 treble instead of 2, 2, you find that the tenor shade will overlap the treble, and even at the height of the pitch, the song will still sound balanced. If your song is very low, on a very low key and a very low pitch, instead of 1, 1, 1, maybe treble or the tenor, why not make the treble 4, tenor 2, and alto 2? In that way, the song won't sound too deep, and the tenor shade is deeper than the treble shade. So why not make the treble higher, at least 4, and tenor 2, and alto say 2? In that way, you can balance